Hello everyone, this is Monsi, and I'm just going to share with you guys something a little bit different. This isn't usually what happens on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to show you how to make a card using this quilling technique that I've been learning. And it's really, it can be a little bit tedious, but I love the result. The end result is amazing. So I'm using these paper strips, and some of them are 6.5 inches long, and some of them are 8.5. Sorry, this one here is 6.5 inches long. And what you do is you roll them up with the tool. I don't know what exactly it's called, but it's kind of like a needle, and it has an opening in between. And so basically what it does is it sandwiches the paper, and then that's how you can easily roll it up. So that green one, I actually used half of it for the majority of the leaves. You'll see later on when I start gluing them down. These strips are 8.5 inches long each. Excuse me. And I just use this little template. For some of these, I use a template. Some of them, like the little leaves, I kind of have that down pat. So, with these guys, you have to be very careful when you're gluing the strips together, just because if the glue becomes a little bit too stiff, it will crimp the paper as you're winding it up. So with these guys, I'm just going to do the same thing as I did with the little leaves. I'm just going to pinch the edge, and you'll see later, I'm actually just going to show you how I make each, only 2 leaves out of each flower. So this one, I think it was four little leaves. The majority of them are 4. There are some exceptions, and I will show you that exception here in the next one. So this one I'm going to leave as a circle. I love leaving them as they are. They turn out really, really cute. But I am going to do something here, hopefully I'll show you soon, to kind of keep it a little bit more uniformed. And so I'm going to put it back in the template, put a pin in it to where it's completely off to one side, and it looks really, really cool. And I'm just going to glue it a little bit, put a little bit of glue on that bottom part, just so that it stays together. And that's how I make, I guess that's how they all look a little bit more uniform. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll show you obviously at the end of the video when the card is done. But like with this one, it kind of was messing up on me, so I put the tool back in and fixed it a little bit more. So this one's gonna be the one that is the exception to the 4-leaf flower. This one's actually one of my favorites. I just love the way that it looks. But these 2 strips are 6.5 inches long. And again, I'm just gluing them together, and they do kind of crimp a little bit, but I'm not too worried because of the way that I'm going to be using these. So just pull that out, and I am actually going to pinch both edges, so it'll kind of look like a, I don't know what to call it, some kind of shape. I can't remember the name of it. It's too early in the morning right now, so and so I'm just going to do that with all of these. And this one, and I just put them on top of each other to kind of make them the same shape. And you can do half of this, like I showed you before. It was only 4 pieces, or you can do the entire flower. Either way, I think it looks really pretty. And here I'm going to show you how to make a flourish. So I'm just going to be gluing all of these together, and you don't necessarily need any specific colors, but since I am using green leaves, I like to have the green on the outside. So just so that it kind of coordinates. I know it's a little bit like, anal of me, I guess. Sorry for the word, but anyway, so here I just used the end of my quilling tool, and as you can see, I kind of did crimp a little bit, and I was kind of upset with myself, but I just kept going. I figured nobody would be able to tell very much. So, and then you can, at this point, I was just like so fed up with this one. So you can completely put it in a circle and then just start pulling all those strips out. That way it makes kind of like that flourish there. And then you're just going to snip it off and glue the ends just so that they all stay together. I know it is a little bit very tedious, I guess. It takes a while. Let's just put it that way. Each card takes a while. So here I glued both of those flowers together, and I'm just going to show you how I glue these together. I just put it on its side. And I kind of messed up on that one. I left one too far to the ground. So, I mean, not too far to the ground, too far to the end. So I just, I fixed that here. I kind of have to take those two apart, unfortunately. But nothing ripped. I'm so thankful for that. So, and you just basically just glue the ends together, the sides together. And here I'm going to be using this iridescent sequin. I love using these for flowers. It just makes it look so nice. And sorry, it's kind of blurry here, but just show you close up. And here is my background. I would have shown you guys how to do this, but I did this the night before, I think it was. And so I just kind of placed everything down where I wanted it to go. And I put some tacky glue on this block, the acrylic block. I have not found a better way to do this because with those flourishes, I had problems with them not completely gluing down because I wasn't getting all of it. So this is the best way that I have found to glue everything down. Is to kind of dip it in there, and you can take some off by, rubbing the excess off on the rest of the acrylic block. So that's the best way that I have found. If I find anything else, then I will definitely let you guys know. And here I'm just going to show you how to make, I don't know what to call them. They're kind of like little berries that I put on the end of the flourishes. So you just completely roll it up, and instead of letting it go, you actually hold it in place and take it off the tool. Sometimes you can mess them up if the tool takes hold of the end of the paper, I guess you could say. But here it is. I cut those down a little bit, some of them down, before I made them. That way they end up a little bit of a different size. So yeah, I'm just going to glue those down. I'm sorry it's so blurry here, guys. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. Gonna have to fix that. So, anyways, so, I think I did forget. I thought I was done here. I was like, okay, I'm pretty much done. Nope, I'm not. So, I usually use, only one color of gems. And these already have adhesive, but just to make sure that they actually stay there, I don't know if the people I'm giving these to are mailing them or not. So just to make sure that they stay there, I put down some glossy accents. And here, this is where I thought I was done. I am not done. So I forgot the little leaves. Can you tell? I just think that the leaves bring everything together. So I'm going to go back and put the leaves in. But I just love how these cards turn out. They are so awesome. So this is where I go back, and I was like, damn, I forgot to put those leaves in there. And like I said, I feel like the leaves kind of bring everything together, bring those flourishes together and the flowers, and I just think it completes it. So I did make quite a bit of the flowers. So, I mean, not the flowers, the leaves before I started, just to kind of have plenty on hand, because I do use quite a bit, as you can see here. And so this is actually, the final product. And I will hopefully post some pictures at the end of this video of the card completed on its card base. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll see you guys later.